Hello! In this video we will make an endpoint sign-in. Let's start by adding a new environment variable in which we will store the generated key. We will need it to create and read JWT tokens. Let's move on to our router. Let's do a little refactoring. Let's rename this router to AuthRouter, because in it we will contain only the routes necessary for authentication. And update the used parts. Great! Now let's move on to adding a route. We can continue the chain and describe another post route with a sign-in path. Let's make our function asynchronous. And let's create the result variable, into which we will write the value from the sign-in method of the user controller. As return JSON result. Let's move on to our controller. Let's complete our interface first. Let's add a new sign-in method that will accept an object consisting of two fields: email and password. And the return value will be a promise with a token or validation errors. Now let's move on to the controller and create the method itself. To begin with, we must find the user by email. For this we use the find_one method from the model. As a filter, we will pass the received email. Add an error return with a default message to the catch block. Now let's add an error in case the user with this email doesn't find it. If we found the user, then we need to compare the passwords. As you remember, we store the password in an encrypted format, so for comparison we will use the compare method from the bcrypt package. I forgot to add a wait before find_one method. Now, if the passwords do not match, we also need to display an error. Let's put an error about wrong credentials in our constant. We can also take out the error object in a constant. And now if the email and password match, we must create a token and return it. Let's add a fake token for now. Let's move on to Insomnia and check out our new endpoint. Let's create a new request. We missed a wait in the endpoint handler. And now we check our request. We got an error because we didn't pass any fields. Let's add fields. Great, we got our token. Don't forget to create a user in the database if you did the cleanup. Now let's move on to creating a token. First, let's install the jsonwebtoken package and its types. We import it into our controller and create a token using the sign method. The first argument is object with our user ID, the second is our secret key, and the third is the config object, in which we specify the lifespan of the token. Let's check the request. Great, now we have the opportunity to log in for registered users and receive a token with a lifetime of 1 day. In the next video, we will connect our registration form to our API. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a comment and like. See you in the next video.